Okay, this is now the procedure on how to set up Google Meet and how to perform an actual webinar. So first is log in your Google account. So account.google.com. Okay, log in your account. So as of now, I am logged in. Then type calendar.google.com. Calendar.google.com. Okay. Okay, calendar.google.com. Then designate a schedule. Example, I would like to schedule my webinar on June 22 at 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. So click the 9 a.m. Then add title. Example, CSS webinar on orientation in TWSP. Okay. The time is 9 to, let's say, 9 to 11. 9 to 11. So it is 2 hours. Then click the join with Google Meet para makita ninyo yung link. Then click save. Okay. Then what you're going to do is double click the link. Then edit the notification email. You may adjust it to one day before the event. Then add your description. So let's say this is used to discuss orientation on TWSP. Okay. Then the notification should be free, and the default visibility is public, which means all you invite will view the video. Then add guest. So in your guest, you may add the email address of your student, but it should be within the Gmail. So for example, I will add my student. Let's say, so this is my student. Okay, this is my students. So I have two students. Then double check the time zone. Make sure the time zone is in the Philippines. Okay, time zone. Then click save. Send. Okay. Okay. So this will invite your students. Now, what you're going to do is to add the link. Add the link to your website. Double click and copy the meeting ID and go to your development site, which is the tesda5.gov.gnomeo.com. Say for instance, click your qualification, which is you are assigned. Example, I am assigned in computer system servicing. So what you're going to do is I will add I will enable first the editing on. Then after you enable the editing on, you may add an activities. So after clicking the add an activities, click the label. Okay, label, because you're going to click the label to paste the webinar in your specific learning outcome. Okay, add. Then what you're going to do now is to label. So webinar on July or June 22, 2020 at 9 a.m. Then paste the link. paste the link. Okay, where's the link? Go back here and copy the meeting ID. Okay, copy the meeting ID. Then okay, this is now the meeting ID. Remove the unnecessary. Okay, what happened? Okay, so this is now the Google link. Webinar on June 22, 9 a.m. The link is okay. Then save. So here is your webinar. So lagay niyo dito sa LO ninyo as one of the activities. Okay, so this will be the indicator that you have set the webinar. Okay, so thank you. And after that, by the way, after you set the link, you test now your webinar. Okay, there are okay, you copy the link and you test it. Okay, test it. Then let your two students join with you. Okay, example, you have two students. In my case, I will just use my cell phone to join. Okay, wait. Okay. I will use my cell phone. Ask to join. Ayan, admit. I have now two students. So you can just click this okay, just click this change layout to like this. Okay, I'm just waiting for the other users. Okay. Okay. Meeting. So I'm just getting the students. Maybe next year. Okay, wait for a while. So suppose I invite my student. So I give him the code. Okay, meet.google.com /myz dash ibxu dash zjf, then connect. Okay, so suppose my student are okay, so at this point, suppose my student are online. Okay, so I have my 3 students. Okay, so these are my 2 students. Suppose these are your 2 students with you. Okay, so you may change the layout to tile, then click the record, accept, then at that point print screen. So pwede na kayo mag print screen, then ilagay nyo doon sa Word. Okay, so they say that this call is being recorded. So what you're going to do is add it in the okay, this is your 2 students plus the webnar link that you add in your page. Okay, so those are the requirements for the Google webnar. Okay, so thank you.